Inside this bag is one of the most versatile drones we have ever used. It's... even the geese agree. This is the brand new DJI Avata 360. Let me just tell you that the two lenses on the camera either side are interchangeable. You can get the service kit, you can buy the lenses, you can take your old lenses off, you can put your new lenses on. It comes in at 81 decibels, so it's really quiet as well. Let's take it out for a flight and then we'll see what we can do with it. Now the beauty about the Avata 360 as well is that it does come with the new RC2 controller, which is brilliant because you don't have to connect phones to it and stuff like that. You can use your goggles with it, and you can use your handheld little motion thing that we had with the Neo. Now what makes the quality of the video so good on this is because of its 1-inch of flagship imaging, and the fact that the stitch within the two cameras is absolutely seamless. There used to be a day where you had to go in and manually adjust your stitch because it was all off. You get half of a house here and half a house down here. The Avata, well, no messing around with that. It's all done inside the camera, inside the software, and it just works perfectly. You don't need to get the perfect shots. You don't need to go out there and be an absolutely maverick in the sky with a drone. No, because you can, in post, you can basically move the camera to wherever you want it to be. So if you didn't catch the dolphins, if you didn't catch the shot of your van when you were traveling with your van, if you're a little bit off and you didn't get them shots, which we've all done, this gets them all. Because it's covering 360 with its cameras, you're never going to miss a shot, ever. It will make you look like the best drone pilot in the entire world. With it being relatively thin and small, there's no folding mechanisms. You don't have to fold arms out. You don't have to, do all the faff that you would do with any of the other drones out there. This is literally just pull it out of your bag, put it down, turn it on, and fly. It's literally that simple. The protectors for the actual propellers, well, they will withstand a couple of bumps, couple of knocks, and you're good to go. The batteries, if you get the Fly More combo like we've got, you get 3 batteries in the pack, and 3 batteries will give you a hell of a long flight time. We've been getting about roughly about 30 minutes off a battery, if I'm honest with you. They last very well. That also depends on if you've got it in cinematic, normal or sports mode. If you're flying it round like an absolute jet pilot, well, your batteries are going to run out a little bit quicker. Now you're going to see what it's like for tracking dogs, tracking animals, and being in a different environment rather than the big countryside. Let's go to the beach. So if you're trying to capture things like, let's say, dogs. Now, this shot of me and Emma on the beach with the dogs, well, dogs move pretty quick. They go all the way, they're just mental, aren't they? Let's be honest. But with something like this, you can film your dogs while they're running and you can actually move the angle in the edit, so you get the perfect shot, the perfect picture all the time. Now, unlike the previous Avata or the previous Avatas, they were FPV drones, and yeah, you probably needed goggles or things like that to wear them, and you needed to know how to fly FPV as well. It's a little bit different than just pulling a drone out and flying. But no, the Avata 360 now comes with a controller with a screen. It makes flying a drone for someone who's never flown a drone before really easy. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, there is another 360 drone on the market, but you have to wear goggles with it. With this one, like I've just said, you don't need to wear the goggles. You can wear the goggles and you can wear the motion sensor, but you can also just fly off the DJI controller and go from there. Look at the size of it. It's like the perfect drone because you don't have to go 360. You can change it in the app and you can just record normal one camera on the front and fly around and do it that way if you want to. It's also got great obstacle avoidance on it as well, so tight spaces and going through trees, follow me mode, following the van, following you on a bike, things like that. This works absolutely perfectly. It's just built better than other drones out there that do a similar thing. All DJI drones will have return to home. All DJI drones will have automatic takeoff and landing. This has got the same. It's got the same programs in there, the same infrastructure and the same design and quality built around this has all the other drones as well. If you've never flown a drone before or you're new to drones, you can fly this close to obstacles and not worry about smashing a drone up or bumping into something, because there is a little bit of play in there and the obstacle avoidance will probably save you bacon. We've got a full battery, as you can see, one full battery, and we're going to send it in sports mode as quick as we can and see if we can get to the oil rig. Now, I don't know whether we will. There's quite a strong wind. The motors are going to be working as hard as they can, but we'll give it a go and we'll see just how far we can push it before it decides to take over and come home, because there's an idiot in charge. One aircraft connected. Also as well, on your controller you have cinematic, normal and sports mode. We're going to flick it to sports mode because we want to send it. Let's go, cue the music and have some pretty Joan? Who's Joan? Joan! Drone shots. Right, so we're going to go over the video footage together so we can have a look at it and we can see what you can do within the DJI Studio. So I am using DJI Studio to do this, so let's press play and we'll see what we can do. So as you can see, I'm taking off. Now the good thing is, there's that many things within Studio. You can keyframe, you can move stuff about, but we're just going to concentrate on moving the drone about. So we can see us flying out to the sea. Now if I just hold the screen, I can turn it back and I can face backwards. I can go to the sky. I can go back forwards again. You can also zoom in, so you'll see this little spot right there where the mouse is. That is where the oil rig is. So trying to get as far as we can, or if to the oil rig as possible. So yeah, so now if I use two fingers I can zoom in, but if I use two fingers again on the screen I can zoom out and I can do the tiny little planet thing, which you see loads of people doing, which is that one. So it makes it look like you're on a tiny little planet. And then we can zoom back in again. I've lost the oil ring. Where is it? Right, there it is. So But no, the beauty about them is you can see from the footage on the screen that everything, no matter where you point the camera, you're getting every single shot possible. So imagine if you were flying over dolphins or something like that, and you weren't over the exact position of the dolphins or the whales or something that was going on, and you didn't get the shot. Well, with the Avata 360, you are always getting a shot, aren't you? I mean, look at it. So, right, I'm going to go forwards a little bit on the timeline, move forwards, and see how close we can get to the oil rig. Let's press play. You know, you can see the oil rig right out there. You can crop in, like I've just done then, but as you see, when you start cropping in too far, the picture does go a bit grainy because it is what it is. But yeah, I think I'm only recording this in 4K as well. But the point of this is you can see just how good the quality is and the fact that you're never going to miss a shot, like I've just said. So the Studio is really good. You've got all sorts of things in the side where you can do different things. You can do different transitions. The program itself is really good. And it's free. It's free to use. You don't have to buy it. And it's just a game changer. So, yeah, definitely going to be flying this drone a lot more. Now, when we had this out, it was very strong winds. And we didn't get to the oil rig. But we nearly never got back either. Right, we've got 1 minute 42 of flight time left. We're still quite a ways out.
Critically low battery warning. Landing.
No, don't land. I'm trying to keep it going. We can't be too far out now. I'm holding both sticks up to try and keep it up in the air. It's so close. We're on 4%. This is literally just going to make it. 2%. That is on 1%. Well, we had 14 seconds of flight time left, and she's home with one completely depleted battery. Now, for those of you who are interested, it's an f-stop, 1.9 aperture in there, and internal memory, it's got a pile of it, 42 gigabyte. This little baby will go up to 20 kilometers range. Now, obviously, that is environment specific. If you're in a built-up area, it's not going to do that. If you're open and you're somewhere which has got free range for signals to go out, then you're going to get 20k out of it. Now, weight. What does it weigh? I know it's a lot of it's important to people. 455 grams on this little boy. So it's not that heavy, but it's also, you know, not under the weight that everybody looks for, that 250 range. It's a little bit heavier than that, so take that into consideration. Now, like all DJI equipment and all DJI drones, this is spec'd up and it's built to the best quality possible. It's got omnial? What is omnial? Omnial directional sensors. So, sensors on the front, sensors below. It's looking out all over the place for obstacles. Obviously, if you're in sports mode, well, none of that's available. If you're in cinematic mode, if you're in normal mode, then you've got all sorts of sensors, and it is literally, the drone is doing the work for you. So you're not going to crash into trees, you're not going to crash into buildings, you're not going to crash into people. The sensors in this are going to keep you safe, like you would expect from DJI, to be honest with you, because all the other drones have got it fitted. So why wouldn't this one have it fitted as well? Now, one main difference as well from all the other drones is that it doesn't have your 3-point gimbal. It's a one-axis gimbal, but the stabilization in it is built into the software. It's doing it for you. And to be honest with you, you've only got to look at the footage and go, well, it looks like a 3-axis gimbal, but it's not. As you can see, it's only a twin-axle gimbal. You can also, which is an absolute bonus, I don't know what's going on down there, but it sounds like they're having fun. If you don't want to shoot 360, you can basically press a button on your controller that will flip around like that, and you can just use it as a normal FPV drone. You can just use one camera. If you don't want to use the 360, this is the ability to do it. Also, when you're taking off and landing as well, the actual camera, you can see on the bottom there, it's got 2 little feet. Now, when you take off, the camera automatically spins around like that, and then when you come into land, this flips around like that, and it gives you your little feet on the bottom when you're landing. Now that's clever.